It's Intuitive Jacob back to do a spicy weekend reading for single and looking, as well as couples. We're going to be taking a look with the Tarot of Sexual Magic, the Crowley Thoth deck, the Romance Angels, and possibly a few Sibylas. Thank you for being here. Catch you on the inside of your reading. Hey Taurus, how's it going? Happy to have you here. Let's take a look at your cards. I've gone ahead and shuffled and dealt, as you can see here. On the left side, with the Boji stones, we're going to be taking a look at our committed couples. So this is going to be your marriage or long-term relationship, formal relationships of different kinds where you know you're in a relationship. And on this side, we're going to be taking a look at energies for our single and looking with the magnetic power of rainbow hematite. I've also pulled out the Dambarite here at the top for a little bit of clarity and focus as we do these readings. And let's go ahead and start with our married couples with the Tarot of Sexual Magic, Taurus. Okay, so Four of Swords showing up. This can be a little bit of a strange energy here. A lot of times the Four of Swords is like taking a mental reprieve, but it looks like somebody's like trying to pry into someone else's head here. I'm hearing for some of you all, you're gonna know if this is your marriage partner or not, but it's like he's trying to get into her head, and I don't know if you can see her hands, but she's kind of got her hands like cupped up over his crotch. It's like she's cupping him like this, and it's like he's like trying to get into her head somehow. It's kind of a strange energy here. It's a mental energy. For something sexual, it's like trying to figure out a better way to connect is what I'm hearing about. And although this is usually a restful card, this one feels a little bit restless, to be honest with you. Anytime we've got the Swords cards, it's going to speak a lot to the mental energy, the communication style energy that people are dealing with. Could also deal with people that have a lot of swords in their charts. So if this is not your own chart, Taurus, it's possible that your partner's got maybe their sun, moon, or rising in one of the air tribes like Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Let's see what else is showing up with our Thoth deck. So, alright, there's your energy, Taurus. Got the Hierophant showing up here, and that's a card about marriage. It's a card about institutions, about things that go a long period of time. I'm hearing for some of you, maybe you've been in this relationship 4 to 5 years with this person. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like you've got a formal bond with them somehow, but you might not be married yet. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like making that decision, and that you might actually just be discussing it a lot. And I'm hearing it's like it might have done something to your sex life. I don't know if it's like, I mean, she's touching him, like she's touching his private parts, his groin. She's got her hands cupping over him, but it's like she's like protecting him or pushing him away. And it's like he's trying to get into her mouth and into her head, and I don't know, there's some kind of a power play going here, but I'm hearing it's like an emotional power play is what I'm hearing about. And so for some of y'all, maybe you enjoy this with your partner, where somebody's kind of like, you know, the leader and like maybe like the one that's like spiritually in charge, and where the other one, although she looks kind of, this is like high priestess energy, it's like she's kind of like in the shadows. And so I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like, and forgive me for saying this if this isn't the case for us, but I'm hearing it's like you might have somebody that's kind of like a control junkie that's been, you know, trying to control you, like how you think and like how you will engage with them. It's like I'm hearing it's like, no, that's not the Christian way, is what I'm hearing from somebody. And so you're gonna know if that's your relationship or not. Maybe that might be, you know, like a game you play, because there are a lot of masks showing up here. We've got these different faces in the card. There's a lot of primal, like animal style energy, like things that could be magnetism. But I'm hearing it's like, for some of you, it's a little bit of like an agitating energy. Let's see what else is showing up with the romance angels here. All right, keep an open mind. So now this is making some sense here to me. It says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So I'm hearing for some of you, it's like your partner trying to talk you into a three-way or something, or maybe you're trying to talk your partner into a three-way. Maybe it's a four-way. I'm seeing like 3 people here, 4 people here. And there's the number 4 here, and it's like, you know, if I could just open your mind to this idea. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like trying to figure out what you can do to spice it up. And there seems to be a little bit of resistance, but for me, I'm kind of seeing it like, I'll just say she here, that she can't look. She's like, I can't look, is actually the same as this guy here. That it might be the same person. So know your genders here. I could be reading for potentially a lot of different people here, and so sometimes these get a little crisscrossy, and you're going to know your own gender anyway. But I'm hearing it's like she goes from being like, I'm not sure about this, to now you've got my attention. And I'm hearing for some of you, this is really just about having communication, because this is a little bit stalematey too. The Hierophant, a lot of times this person is in a certain authority because of what they've done over a period of time and how there's just an expectation that people are going to interact with them. And if this is your spouse, you're going to know like their quirks like that big time. But the Four of Swords, it's not really like communicative energy, even though it's like communication energy. A lot of times it's like a mental reprieve. But I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like trying to get over a block or a hurdle in how you connect physically with your partner. See if we can get a little bit more information for the Tauruses, my Taurians that are in a committed relationship that might be taking some kind of reprieve. I'm hearing maybe some of you are even thinking about going away for a sabbatical is actually what I'm hearing too. You might be involved in some kind of spiritual or like religious work, and I'm hearing it's like you might be talking about going to some kind of retreat to improve on your marriage is what I'm hearing. Let's see here. What my Taurians need to know today. All right, Taurus. So we've got Bambino. So some of you all, this could have to do with your children. In other cases, you might be talking about birth control and protection. I'm hearing some of y'all might have found out that you're pregnant again, and it might be like, okay, no more of this right now till we figure this out. That's what I'm hearing. And so I'm hearing that for some of you all, this is a conversation about a vasectomy. That's what I'm hearing. And he's like, how do I get in here? And she's like, you're gonna need to get something cut. What I'm hearing. Wow. Okay, so Bambino. And for others, this is just like looking for that new start in your relationship. Because sometimes the Bambino is just like, how do I get this like sleeping baby reprieve? Because sometimes the Four of Swords is like somebody that's just resting in a sarcophagus in other decks. And like, it's not in this deck. This is actually, you know, obviously very different art. But we're seeing somebody actually resting in a bed here. And Alagrezza al cuore. So, yeah, this is leaving something behind, and I'm seeing 3 parties here again too. I'm hearing for a limited number of Taurians. It's making my head itch a lot just to think about it, but I'm hearing for a limited number of you, it's like finding out or dealing with the fact that maybe the spouse had a lover on the side. So some of you knew that already is what I'm hearing, and it's like that might be too, like for some of you this might have been like not really connecting sexually. It's like not really having like the chemistry. It's like I can put up with you, but kind of stuff is what I'm seeing here. And just knowing when it makes sense to walk away. I don't think that you're upset there, because Alagrezza al cuore, this is like somebody handing somebody off to someone else. And this actually means happiness of the heart. And so for those of you that aren't actually considering leaving your partner or not connecting with them, this could be like bringing on some fresh energy. But I'm hearing for some of you, it's literally, it's like a third party involvement. It's like what actually waltzed in, and they're saying for some of y'all, it's like, well, while he was traipsing around, you know, I was taking care of this child, and now it's my turn. And so that's what I'm hearing about. I'm hearing about somebody who might have had like a really shitty spouse. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to sound like I'm like talking shit. This was supposed to be the spicy recap that I'm hearing for some of y'all. It might have been a different kind of spicy. It's like, no, you're not getting into my head. No, I don't want that anywhere near me. And you are off doing something else. And bam, I got somebody else too. And this being like the new start there. One more card here. Yeah, a Malta. So whatever it is, I'm hearing some of y'all have been depressed. There's another 4 here. It's kind of stagnant energy for some of that, and they're saying some of you all really need to speak up, and I'm hearing it's like you might not be able to speak to this partner. Really sorry to report it like that, but I'm hearing some of you all can't. It's like you have to like type messages, or it's like the only way to do it, and maybe he's gone a lot, but I'm hearing he in this situation. You're going to know your own genders though, Taurus. But I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like signed and sealed is what they're saying. And so for those of you that aren't having marital trouble, I'm hearing this is like bringing in the third party, and like what you're dealing with right now is trying to open up your mind and figure out how you're going to keep on connecting, especially if there's a new addition that's coming into the family. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like because the baby came that you're wanting to get married. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like what you've been dealing with is morning sickness. So, yeah, interesting, Taurus. I hope everything's okay. I'd really love to hear what you think about this style reading, whether or not it resonated. I'm considering continuing this series if enough people actually like it and appreciate it. If not, I might, just keep doing what I've been doing, but I thought I would try this, and I'd love to hear what your feedback is. If you would like, I'm doing more regular work and activity on my Twitter account lately, and so I have been sharing messages throughout the day and periodically with people. I'm definitely going to encourage you, if you're on Twitter, to hit me up there. And I'm running a special too. If you would like your own private reading, hit me up. Details below. You can cash at me $22 for 20 minutes. And running that this weekend. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move on over here to our Taurian singles that are interested in love right now too. And if you are getting ready to tune out, married Taurians, thank you so much for the thumbs ups. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. It really means a lot to me. Appreciate all of the support. Thank you for that. Okay, so let's see what our single Taurians have going on this strong end. We will start with Tarot of Sexual Magic. So, we've got the Hermit showing up. That is the number 9. You could have Virgo in your chart. You could be dealing with a Virgo, possibly. Sometimes this is Virgo people showing up for me, but somebody's a little depressed. I just see somebody holding a candle here and just like, it's like they're holding a torch for somebody and like seeing a relationship here. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, if you're not the one that's depressed here, there's somebody that thinks a lot about you, and it's like they're wondering what you're doing with other people, and whoever this person is, this could be you too. This could be you kind of ruminating over somebody else. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, this is actually, somebody that's in another relationship. They may have moved on. They might have somebody else in their life. It's not exactly a lurky energy. I mean, I know this guy can like see what's going on here, but it's like he's not really looking at it. He's like focused on his candle and what's in his hand, and he's looking really down. He's like sitting in the dark, and this couple is over here making love in broad daylight and just oblivious to him. And I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like that might not actually be happening there. This might be just the thoughts going on in this person's head where they're just like wondering what somebody else might be doing, who they might be doing it with, and just feeling like glum about it. And so I'm hearing it's like somebody's blues, and it's like I might have been hearing this in some of the recent readings too. I think it was last strong when I did some of the relationship readings. I was hearing about somebody's like summertime sadness and how it's like every time August comes around, it's like you just get really sad. It's like I really wanted to be in this relationship. I wanted to be, having fun in the sun with somebody and like making awesome memories together. And here I am lonely, like looking at this freaking candle and like wondering where the hell you are. And so I'm hearing for somebody, it's like, you need to know somebody is thinking about you. Because I think some of you will have an idea of who that person is, especially if you're in a new relationship, or if you know that you've ignored this person in favor of what else you were doing. It's like they're waiting. Maybe not waiting for you to come back, but it's like they're going through this process. But this is definitely somebody not getting some and somebody else possibly getting some here. Let's see what the Thoth deck shows us. Okay, so we've got the 5 of Wands, Strife. I'm hearing for some of you, this is a very fiery energy. Very opposite of Virgo. And it's feeling very Martian to me. They're showing me Leo here. We are in Leo season. And we also have just had Mars go into Virgo. And so some of these things are feeling a little agitated. The 5 of Wands is dealing with the fire element in people's charts. Could be you, could be the other person. Maybe somewhere in your chart or theirs, they've got some fire, like Leo, Sag, Aries, but I'm hearing something might have happened in May. You might be you might be a Taurus whose birthday is in May, but it's like there was a crossroads. There's like a cross happening here, and like something that just split down the middle. And I don't know, I'm hearing it might have been like some weird competitive situation going on. Sometimes this is like a petty, childish, argumentative energy. I've also seen it sometimes be like the right kind of sexual combative energy when it's coupled with other things, but here it's looking like somebody that's literally feeling strife and feeling like they got left out, and maybe like if there was some kind of competition for someone's attention that they didn't get it. And this one can burn a little bit. So it feels frustrated for me, Taurus. I'm not gonna lie about that. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with the romance angels, and I might pull a few Sibilas on here too, just to see what else is going on. But let's see what else we can find out here. Okay, so release your ex. The time has come to clear energy. So something's gotta go, Taurus. Something's really gotta go. I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, especially if this was you in a couple that like failed, you know, you might not be in this couple anymore, but there's somebody that's feeling really left out, and it's like they just didn't get a chance is what I'm hearing. It's like, I didn't get a chance. And it's real emotional. I'm feeling like somebody's like really choked up here. It's like 5th chakra stuff. Like, this is learn how to speak up for yourself energy. It's like the kind of energy this is. It's like it takes a lot of courage. It takes healthy self-image and ego. That's why we're seeing all this yellow, to be able to speak up. But I'm feeling like this is passion still though, because Wands is fiery, creative, passionate energy. This is even like energy where people might be willing to just like go for something just because they want to, even if there's other competition. I'm seeing like 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously this is 5, but I'm hearing it's like in some situations it might be perceived that there's like competition there, whether that's you having options and this person knowing that there's competition there, or vice versa. It could even be both. I mean, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of communication going on here, and it could, because there's enough energy here where it could. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like whatever you didn't speak up about, you might find that it's easier for you to write about it. And showing me something written on yellow paper here. And I'm hearing for some of you, it's like you want to be relieved to find out that they're not like with their ex, or that they're not tied up with somebody. If this is you here feeling depressed, regardless of your gender, you're going to know your own gender. You don't have to be this dude here, you know. A lot of times I've seen this being a woman that's just like worried that her man or whoever she's interested in is with somebody else, even if they're not. Sometimes it's like the things that go through your head in a big way, especially if you've been alone for a while, because that hermit is alone. That's somebody that's been alone. So I'm hearing too, if that's the case, it's like I hear you're not going to go anywhere near him if you find out that he's still hooked up with somebody else. And honestly, screw that shit. If you find out that he's still like sleeping with his ex, I hear just like he's just like a bone dog or something. Is what they're saying, bone dog? Whatever that means. It sounds gross to me, but you know, if that's the case and you've been like waiting for this guy and he's just like not taking you seriously, you deserve to be in the first position, you know? And this could work both ways too, because I'm hearing for some of y'all, I mean, you might just have like multiple people that, you know, you might be like a person that dates multiple people, you know? Maybe you're the one that's got like 4 or 5 guys on the side or girls on the side. And if that's the case, I hear it's like somebody's not happy about it, really. You might be happy about it. This could be you. Maybe you're real happy knowing that somebody is depressed waiting for you. And in some cases, I've seen it happen that way. I mean, I don't think that that's like the greatest way to be personally. Not that I'm judging you. I just, you know, it's like a rough way to treat people. But I'm hearing like somebody is really going to be unenthused if they find out that you're still connected. And so it's like a good time to figure out what's really got you tied up, because I'm seeing like, I've never really seen it like this, but I hadn't had these cards together like this before that I recall. See this woman here? She's got like tied up all which ways. It's like all these like cords, and it's like these, like if it's all tied up on her. And so, see, and I'm seeing it's like certain things that show up, even if it's like creative and passionate in your life, can sometimes come at a cost. Like they can tie you down. And I'm hearing for some of you, that's what's getting in the way of your love life right now. It's this breakdown and needing to just like make room. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information. I'm gonna pull a few cards from La Vera Sibila Italiana. See what we can find out from my single and looking Tauruses. What do my Taurians need to know who are looking for love and want some clarity about what to do with this? Strife. Releasing the X and being in hermit mode. So I hear some of y'all are just like too stuck in your head right now. Okay, that'll do it right there. Alright, Taurus, let's see what we got. So, Il Ladro. That's a thief. Someone's sneaking in, trying to get something. That's Malinconia. This is somebody that's depressed. And this is Sospiri. This is somebody waiting for something that might have gone away. It's, you see what's over this person's head? It's like these arrows, and it's like zigzag, zigzag. It's like being in your head a lot, and it's, I'm hearing it's like double back. It's like you came back and then you were gone again, and now I know I screwed up. So I'm hearing it's like needing to have a conversation. This La Conversación has showed up, and they're telling me that this thief isn't really, it's not like somebody coming in to rob you. It's like having thoughts of like remorse of the one that got away is how I'm hearing about it. It's like, well, that's the one that took off, and now I'm like here thinking about you, and you see this person here just like out in nature, and it's like she's just thinking about things. She's looking at some flowers and maybe visiting someone that passed away. And that does look a little bit sad there. She's crying. She's thinking about what came in and what left, and like, please come back is what I'm hearing. So speedy. And honestly, darling, if this is you and this is going on, this is really a need for communication. This is learning how to speak up and speak up for yourself. And the Sibilas are even saying it's like time to have a conversation. I'm hearing for some of y'all, it's like you need to talk to whoever this is. It's like this person here, and she might be your mom, she might be like an advisor or something, but she's the one that's in charge here at the table. I'm hearing she's got like really good advice for you, and this might just be a weekend where you're spending some time sorting some things out, because I'm definitely not seeing any like real connections here. It just looks like a lot of ruminating. So I hope it was helpful, Taurus. Sorry if it wasn't better news. Let me know if it connected for you in any way, and if you're interested in more details, definitely hit me up. I'm running a special on my private readings, 20 minutes for $22. Just hit me up with the Cash App at Jakob. I'm also doing more communications with my clients and just sharing messages on my Twitter page. So if you're interested in that, hit me up there. Appreciate the thumbs up when you subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I love you a lot, and I'm sending some good energy to you here too. I'm just gonna finish this one off with a little smudge, because Taurus had some kind of wacky messages here today, and I'm gonna recommend just make sure you check your sun, your moon, and your rising just in case, because there might be some other messages that are relevant for you. All right, Taurus, you take care. See you again soon. We're back for another one. Bye for now.
Promise that you'll catch your